Are you curious about the cost of living in Cincinnati compared to other Midwestern cities? Are you thinking of moving to the Midwest, but you aren't sure where to settle down? Well, you're in luck because in this video, we're gonna compare the cost of living in Cincinnati compared to other Midwestern cities. We'll show you how much you can expect to pay for housing, transportation, and other essentials, and stick around to the end because we'll show you which city is most affordable and which one might break the bank. Now, before we dive into the numbers, let's first talk about what factors contribute to the cost of living. The cost of living is determined by the prices of goods and services in any particular area, including housing, transportation, food, healthcare, and taxes. And for those of you watching, I'm sure you know that the cost of living can vary widely from state to state and city to city. So what exactly makes Cincinnati different than other Midwestern cities? All right, let's get into the numbers. According to Numbeo, a website that compares cost of living in different cities, the cost of living in Cincinnati, Ohio is 11.85% lower than the national average. The average monthly rent for a one-bedroom apartment in Cincinnati is $1,000, while in Chicago, it's $1,500 or 50% more than in Cincinnati. Now in Indianapolis, that number is $900, and in Columbus, it's $1,100, so a little bit more than Cincinnati. Now when it comes to transportation, Cincinnati does have a good public transit system, but most people still rely on cars. The reason why a lot of people don't really understand until they get here is there's a lot of hills in Cincinnati, so there's not a lot of rail around the city. If you're looking for public transport to get from the suburbs and downtown, you're gonna be riding the bus. And like I said, most people rely on cars. So at the timing of this data, the average cost of gas in Cincinnati was $2.50 per gallon, while in Chicago, it's $2.90. In Indianapolis, it's higher than Cincinnati at $2.70, and in Columbus, it's $2.60. So if you're looking at transportation costs and you have a car, in general, Cincinnati is gonna be cheaper. Okay, so we've looked at things like rent and transportation, but what about other essentials like food and healthcare? Now, Cincinnati is home of one of the largest supermarket operators in all of America. The Kroger company is actually ranked 17th on the Fortune 500 company list. Despite that fact, the cost of groceries in Cincinnati is slightly above the national average, but it's still very affordable. A gallon of milk costs around $2.50, a loaf of bread is around $2, and a dozen eggs are around $1.50. So compared to other cities, going to the grocery store isn't necessarily going to break the bank. Now, what about healthcare? Healthcare costs are also very reasonable in Cincinnati. A routine doctor's visit in Cincinnati is going to cost about $100, whereas in Chicago, that same visit will cost you $150. In Indianapolis, it's $120, and in Columbus, Ohio, it's $110. So which Midwestern city is the most affordable? Well, according to our research, Indianapolis slightly ekes out Cincinnati, Ohio in being a little bit more affordable than living here in Cincinnati. And of the cities we've mentioned, it's followed by Cincinnati, Columbus, and then Chicago. So if cost of living is your number one factor, you might want to look at Indianapolis, but of course, cost of living is only one factor when it comes in determining which city you're going to live in. So beyond being an affordable city, Cincinnati has 3 professional sports in the Cincinnati Bengals, Cincinnati Reds, FC Cincinnati. There's an amazing music and art scene here in the city. The restaurant game and brewery game is on point, let me tell you, and it's a great place to raise a family. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more great content like this one. And if you're interested in learning more about living in Cincinnati, be sure to check out this video, our pros and cons of living in Cincinnati, Ohio. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time.